Page 58, Footsteps in the Night. On the top of the page, they're introducing another musical symbol for you, and that is a dot. The dot can be above or below the note. It's not important. The point is it's a dot. It's a type of articulation. It means to play the note disconnected. You see, you got two flavors the way you can do this. You can connect the notes or disconnect the notes. That's it. Take your pick. If you connect the note, it's called legato. If you disconnect the note, it's called staccato. This is a staccato indication, to disconnect the note. The question is, how much disconnection do you need? Let's say I got this. This is connected. That's legato. I connected them. I could disconnect them this way. That's staccato. It's disconnected. But there's different kinds of staccato. There's different lengths. How much disconnection do I need? You know, that's a short staccato. I could do a long staccato. Or they're just barely disconnected, or somewhere in between. There are different ways. It gets into interpreting the music. The one we're going to focus on here is short. Keep them short. My piano teacher, when I was a little kid, called them hot stove notes, because if you touch a hot stove, you get off real quick. And I'm on the key, and I'm bouncing off. I'm just pushing down and bouncing off. I'm flexing at the wrist here. Boom. It's here. I'm exaggerating it for the camera. It's not a real big motion. And when you get going fast, you can't do that. You have to do that, but it's a small motion. Don't come way up here and hit the piano. When you keep the motion small. Bum, 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 bum. You should do it in both hands. When you slow it down, be on the key and bounce off, and then put it back on the key for the next one. But the arm stays still. I'm flexing at the wrist. Now, there are different techniques for it, and this is the one we start with. We'll get to the other techniques later. And you'll see the staccato notes. Each note that needs to be staccato has to have its own dot. Now, if it's a chord, if multiple notes, you put the staccato for the chord, and you play all the notes in a chord the same. So in that case, a staccato would apply to all the notes. It's not like a slur where each note in a chord has to have its own indication. With a staccato, it's just one for the chord, that's it. Look on page 59 at the bottom. At the very end, you see in the left hand the C chord, and it has a dot above the chord. That's what I'm talking about. All of those notes, the dot applies to the whole chord. Now let's talk Footsteps in the Night. It's 4 lines long, treble and bass clef, 4/4 time. We have quarter notes and quarter rests and whole notes. We got sharps and flats. This is getting interesting, huh? And we have these staccatos and slurs to deal with. All right, and a tied note at the end. But again, we're only playing one hand at a time, so I'm going to take both hands together. So the left hand starts here, and the right hand starts here. So we're back in middle C position, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then E flat, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, like so. That's basically it. You can read the notes, I hope, by now. You know the names of the notes in the music. You know the names of the keys on the keyboard. If not, you need to go back and start the book again and go through and review everything. And when I first play a piece, I play everything connected. We do all this articulation stuff later, it's later, so let's do the articulation stuff. Once I get the notes and rhythms and fingering worked out. On the staccato, just short. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is going to be connected. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. That's the staccatos and slurs. About that hard, huh? I want to caution you on these slurs and staccatos that, like on line 3, the first measure is all slurred and it's slurred into the next note on the next measure. Make sure you connect it. Don't disconnect. Don't put a silence in there because the slur goes across. So connect here and here. It's just the B flat is short. Once you're sort of comfortable with that, you can try the dynamics. Soft at the beginning, it's all melody, so it's everything. Whatever you think soft is, somebody's tiptoeing through the night or something, and then suddenly you get a loud note, and then a soft note. Okay. And then you're soft at the end of the first line, therefore you're soft. You know, a dynamic applies until you get a new dynamic, so we're soft at the second line still. And until we get this loud, and then it's soft. At third line, you're soft again. And at the last line, the first note is loud, and then sort of loud, and then sort of soft. Again, they're sort of telling you how to interpret the music. That's what the staccatos and slurs and dynamics and all that stuff is for. It's to help you interpret the music. It's give you some guides to go by. So it's up to you then to take it and put feeling into it. As far as how fast it goes, it's the feel of it. It's not the speed of the beat, it's the feel of it. To me, it's this way. That's how my moderato feel for this overall. But it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not moderato, that's fast. But that's how fast I was playing it because that's what it felt like. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To me, it's the feel of it. You'll have to decide for yourself how fast you're going to go, or your teacher will help you decide for yourself how fast you're going to go. But it has to be accurate. So don't go faster than that. Let's play this together slowly, sort of, just to check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics, so we're going to do it all about the same. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, tie. 2, 3, 4, off.